Kwame Boateng, a procurement manager at a Ghanaian construction firm, he has spent weeks pursuing a supply contract with a Francophone company headquartered in Dakar. After several follow-up calls, the lead finally asked him to send a formal introduction email in French outlining his company's offer. Kwame was prepared. He had taken a basic French course. He knew enough to write a simple professional email. He spent an entire evening drafting it, checking his vocabulary, his sentences, his tone. What he didn't check were the small marks sitting above and below letters. He typed "sa" instead of "sa." He wrote "u" instead of "u." He used "a" instead of "a." He left "elev" as "elev" and "hotel" as "hotel." To Kwame, this felt like a minor keyboard inconveniences, tiny decorative marks that didn't change the meaning much. To his Francophone readers, they changed everything. The mail went unanswered, and Kwame lost everything. Let's break down every French accent mark you need to know as a Ghanaian professional in order not to make mistakes Kwame did. Follow me. Okay, so in this lesson about French accent, we are going to learn what is French accent. Okay, I think a lot of people wonder why do you have something on top of the letters and then also below letters? Yes, you are going to find out about it. All right, and in this accent, you also be talking other things as well. Why French accent important for you? Yes, so some people normally don't take those accents serious, but they are very important because they are part of French and they are basic only if you want to speak good French. We also come across to know where that accent, I mean the origin, where is it coming from? And then also what people have tried to do about it. That is the 1990 spelling reform. Okay, that happened in France. We'll talk about that one as well. And then also, where does French come from exactly? So a lot of people sometimes see French as a myth, something that is different from other languages. Okay, so we'll be talking about the French. Where does it come from? We'll know about that. And then also the number one thing that normally people find it difficult to get, that is masculine and feminine words. So the English speakers don't understand why French, this word has to be a boy or that has to be a girl. Yes, this is quite challenging. We'll explain to that and see the reason why it is like that. Okay, and then after that, we'll also give difference between French and Spanish. Yeah, so French and Spanish, they are cousins. Okay, they are cousins. So what you see in French is the same thing you also see in Spanish, just that you have a little difference. So we'll come and then talk about it as well. And then finally, we'll end our lesson. Okay. All right. So because of time, this will be divided maybe into 2 or 3 parts so that we'll be able to understand well. So in case you get the first part, make sure you go and look for the second part, okay, or the third part, even if possible, and then learn about French accent as well. So when we talk about accent, we know when to speak English. Even in Ghana, some people from different places have a different way of saying words, and that is true. So, like someone from the central region might say some words a little differently than someone from Ashanti region, okay? Or someone from the UK sounds different from someone from America. And that is what, when we say accent, it is about. So today we are going to learn about the French accent. Okay. So we want to ask, what is a French accent? A French accent means the special way that French people say words when they speak. It's also about the special marks we put on some letters in French words to tell us how to say them. These marks are called accents. Okay, then why do we need accent in French? Yes, very, very important. We need them. In French, these letter marks are super important. Okay, they are like letter instructions that tell your mouth how to pronounce a letter or a word correctly. Okay, all right. So for this, we are going to also talk about different French accent that we have. We have 5 of them, and we are going to consider them. As you can see on the screen, the first one that we have is called the accent aigu. Accent aigu. So the accent aigu, it comes with the A and something on top of the A. Okay, so sometimes we refer to that accent on top of the A as the up accent. Yes, so up accent because you have one that is also down. Okay, so this one is up. This accent looks like a little line going up to the right, like this. Okay, like the way you could see. So the question is how it sounds. So it makes the A sound like the A. Okay, like the AY. In English words such as say or play. Exactly. So when I say say or play, you could hear that sound A inside. And that is exactly the sound that we are talking about. So we have this French word here, marcher. Okay, marcher. So the E in marcher tells you that the accent is quietly different. So if imagine that you didn't have the accent on the word, it means that word marcher would have pronounced differently. Yes, so that is the truth. Okay, so because of the A, the accent that is on the A, that's the reason why we are able to pronounce it A. All right, so just imagine that when we take the accent off the A, how is the word going to be? Then we are going to pronounce it as mash. Okay, but in French we have a word that is called mash. But mash and mâcher, they are two different words together. All right. Okay, so don't forget that the first accent, okay, that is on the E, that is called up accent. The sound is A when it's in the word. All right. Now, let's go to the second accent. And that accent, it is also called accent grave. Okay, accent grave. And normally, you call it the down accent. The down accent because, as you could see from the screen, okay, the accent comes down. All right, and normally we have this accent on the A, on the E, and then the U. Yeah, so unlike the first accent, aigu, that is only on the E, the E that I'm pronouncing it in French A, that is E, okay. Yeah, so not the A as English A, but A as French A, which is E, okay. All right, so when it comes to the accent graph, we have it on the A, on the E, and then on the U as well. So this accent looks like a little line going down to the right, like the way you could see on the screen. And how does it sound? So that accent also sounds like E. When it's on the E, that accent graph, when it's on the A, it sounds like the E. For instance, if I give you English word like bed, okay, or red, bed or red, so you could see the sound in it is E. Exactly. So that is the sound that we are talking about in French. Okay. So when the accent grave is on the E, the sound that comes is E. All right. Example, when we say très bien, très, okay, très. So you could hear that the sound that is in the très, yes, it is E because the accent graph on the E has the sound E. So this is exactly what we are talking about. All right. So we'll pause here, and then on the second part, we'll continue from the 3 and then 4 and then 5. So please make sure you look for the second part and then watch it as well, so that you'll be able to understand how French accent operates in French, so that you can also use, based on that, use to speak good French. All right, so see you for the part 2. Thank you.